Welcome to 2 Cents. I'm your host, Jenna Troiley, Managing Editor of Perfumer Flavorist Plus. Today's videocast, How Beyond Acacia Can Simplify the Application Process, is sponsored by Farbest Brands and Alland Robert. Today, I'll be joined by Dr. Isabelle Jaouen, R&D Director of Alland Robert, alongside Michael Sutich, Director of Business Development of Farbest Brands. Together, they will discuss Beyond Acacia. Listeners will discover the differences between traditional gum acacia and Beyond Acacia, as well as the key benefits for customers. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Michael, Isabelle, thank you so much for joining me on 2 Cents.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I love a duo interview. I love sitting next to each other doing it because then it's not like I have two different people I have to pop back and forth to. So this feels good.
Cool. Yeah, well, Isabelle and I have been working on gum acacia together since I started at Farbest Brands 11 years ago. You've been with gum acacia for
32 years.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we've been working on gum acacia for a long time.
Yeah. It's a fascinating product, you know.
Oh, absolutely. I can't wait to hear more. And I know we're here to discuss Beyond Acacia. But let's start with learning more about traditional uses for purified acacia gum, usually utilizing traditional spray drying technology. So being that you two are experts in this field, could you two break down some of the common uses for this ingredient in flavor applications?
There's two primary application uses for gum acacia in flavors. The first is liquid emulsions. These are any sort of flavor application that's going to be in liquid. Your sodas, sports drinks, energy drinks, alcoholic beverages, those are all liquid beverage emulsions. Gum acacia has been used as a natural carrier and hydrocolloid in this application for, I don't know how long, for many years.
Yeah.
It's a very well understood ingredient for this application. The other one is for spray dried encapsulation. This is your spray dried powders where you're adding oil load to the gum up to 35%, 40% to carry the flavor that way. This is used in a whole range of applications. Really anything that has a flavor system is using gum acacia in these two ways.
That's so cool. I didn't know alcohol had it. So that's a cool fact to know.
Yeah, we were working with a customer today who's using Acacia Senegal in alcohol applications. It does take some technical expertise to be able to use the gum that way, but it is used in that application.
And it is used in wine as well,
yes,
in order to stabilize red pigments, anthocyanins, polyphenols of red wines, in order to avoid bad aging. Yeah.
Wow. That's so interesting.
Yeah, the gum, these two applications, liquid beverage emulsions and spray dried encapsulation, these are just the base ways that the gum's used. We have so many of our clients who are using it in innovative ways, and part of that is through Isabelle's team, who does research in tandem with the customers to figure out better ways to use the gum. We were talking earlier just how the science behind it has allowed them to specialize the different grades of gum. So they have special types of Senegal that can be used for the alcohol liquid beverage emulsions. There's different carriers that are using the Sayal for different encapsulation technologies. It really is a versatile ingredient, and we can kind of figure out different ways to use it depending on what the customer is trying to achieve.
Yeah, but flavors, confectionery, and beverages remain the major part of uses of acacia gum, even if it is more and more used for dietary supplements or in bakery or in cosmetics or in pharmaceuticals as well.
That's incredible. So hopefully I'm not going to be repetitive here, but could you kind of outline some of the differences between traditional gum acacia and Beyond gum acacia? I'm so excited to kind of hear more about this product and how those differences come between the two.
In fact, once dissolved, all these qualities will conduct to the same solution and the same techno-functional properties. So no differences for that. The only difference is that our new gum, called Beyond Acacia, will be more comfortable to use. It will improve the work environment, the industrial conditions, because this gum is really easy to pour. It presents an exceptional flowability. It is very easy to dissolve without any lumps. You know, when you have lumps, it is a problem in industrial tanks. You can adapt the steering equipment, but if you increase the steering, you generate foam. So it is always a challenge, you know, in order to properly solubilize without too much foam, etc. With this gum, you can have a low steering equipment, so you use less energy, and you do not generate foam because this gum does not contain air and present a high density. So it is easy to pour, easy to dissolve, easy to hydrate. So many advantages just for the use, in fact. Afterward, once dissolved, it will be the same product.
Amazing. Okay, so easy to use, easy to pour, no foaming, basically foolproof usage, because I couldn't imagine doing anything.
Yeah, and no dust as well. Yeah. No dust in the atmosphere, very important as well for the workers.
Yeah, this is all being driven by particle size. That is really the fundamental difference between Beyond Acacia and standard spray-dried / instant gum. And what Alland Robert is doing, which is new for gum acacia, but very much a standard type of drying in the flavor industry, using a fluid bed dryer, is using this technology with gum acacia allows them to have that particle size that has little to no air in the particle. And that's what allows for all the process innovation that Isabelle's talking about.
Wow, that's so interesting. So I know we're talking about application processes, but can you share, and I was so excited to see the images for this too, by the way, and kind of read a little bit more about Beyond Acacia. And I saw the wet granulation technique. Can you share a little bit more about this new technique utilized for acacia gum?
It's not really a new technique. You know, it's a technique using a fluid bed. It is already widely used by flavors industries, but it is quite new for acacia gum sector. So in fact, this technology is not really an innovative technology. What is new is the final form of the gum that will present a high density, and then all the advantages I just described to you, but also a high density, so less volume. So we can then, thanks to that, improve the cost transportation because volume is lower. And if we lower the volume, it is also a cost saving for storage for our customers as well. So it's not really a new technology, but it is a new form of acacia gum that will be of interest for our customers. And I would like to add too that with this technology, we use less energy compared to traditional or regular spray drying technology. The temperatures that are applied are significantly lower. And comparatively, we also use more electricity and less gas. So it's good for the planet, good for environment, and we will lower our carbon footprint thanks to this technology as well.
Wow, that's incredible. So as far as the user, what are some of the advantages of this technology and how could it unlock maybe new application sectors of flavor development and food applications?
We cannot actually speak about new application sectors for flavors or new food applications. We just support our customers using a gum that will be more comfortable, And by more comfortable, obviously, I spoke about less dust, better solubilization, better hydration, but they will also save energy, because they will have to stir less the gum into the water to dissolve it, and they will be able to shorten their processing times as well, and that is of great importance for customers, saving time, saving money, saving energy. And so they will have the possibility to change and to improve their work conditions and their processing ways as well.
That making it easier to use, the process does open up new application and flavoring, technologies for our customers. By there being no air in the particle size and the use of it, there's so many different things in confection, bakery, in addition to flavors that opens up the gum when it's in this form. This is just the beginning stages of using Beyond Acacia. The facility only opened a couple of months ago. So Isabelle and her application team are working on a lot of different ideas to work, to develop in flavors and other sectors to see the potential of Beyond Acacia. So we're excited to see where we are in a year or two from now in terms of what can be done with flavors. I think really what we're excited to do is when we're talking about Beyond Acacia with our customers is really reviewing step by step each customer's process for making an emulsion, making encapsulations. Because the gum is unique in its particle size, reviewing each step of the process is so important to taking advantage of everything the gum offers.
Absolutely. All right. So my final question for you guys is, what are some of the key benefits for customers by using Beyond Acacia gum? I know you all have kind of walked me through this process, and it's easy to pour and really just kind of solving some problems that flavorists and, creators are having at the moment. But if you could tap on any other benefits, that would be amazing.
Yeah. So, as we've been talking about through the interview, really it's the processing improvement that we're most excited about with Beyond Acacia. And I think if you guys take a look at the videos that we're going to share, you'll see two videos. One, which demonstrates the wettability of the gum, just how easily it goes into solution compared to even an instant gum. The instant gum, you have a lot of it sitting on top of the water, it's eventually falling in, whereas with the Beyond Acacia, because it's a granular gum, you'll see it goes right to the bottom. This you can also see in the other video with the flowability. When we had the two beakers pouring the gum into solution, the Beyond Acacia flows out like water. It's pouring right into solution. You see it right there sinking into the bottom. It's going in. There's no dust. It's right there. The standard instant gum, and really, we should have a video comparing it to regular spray dried. But even with an instant gum, you see it shaking and you having to tap. It's like flour. If you're baking, there's dust. It's taking a while to go in. That is the advantage. If you're looking at it in the videos, you can see it clearly of using this gum. And that allows you to shorten the processing time. We're looking at estimates of 3 to 4 times shorter processing time compared to the original process. Now, how does that play out for you as a customer? It really depends on how you can implement these advantages into your production process. Isabelle, do you want to add anything?
Nothing. It's perfect. We can add that obviously our customers will be able to save energy just by reduction of stirring, but also by avoiding heating step of the liquid in order to generate a better solubilization. With Beyond Acacia, they can work at room temperature, so it's general.
Okay. Isabelle, so we do have a theory that ideally there will be more stable emulsions because the fluid bed dryer applies less heat to the gum acacia particles. In standard spray drying, I think you said the heat is something like, what, 200 degrees Celsius?
Yes, yes.
Whereas with the fluid bed dryer, it's closer to 100 degrees Celsius. And because there's less heat applied in the process, we do think that means the protein would be preserved. Yes. As we know, between Senegal and Sayal, with Senegal, it's the AGP protein that really allows for stable emulsions. When we think of by it being less denatured, the emulsion would be more stable with less gum. Now, this is a theory.
Yes. We will say that.
We have to check it in a second.
Yes.
But that's also the thing we're very excited about as a key benefit.
We expect an improvement of the general functional properties as well.
We hope to have a white paper on that and be able to, show some science behind it. And we do have customers experimenting with the Beyond Acacia to create a more stable emulsion, hopefully with less gum. But yeah, that always comes with the low carbon and et cetera. But that's an exciting thing. But again, we have to prove it before we're going to go and publicize it. But, yeah.
Oh, that's so incredible. How impressive. I feel like I want to pop on a white coat and talk more about this, and I can't wait for the white paper. Please have me on your release when that comes out. I'm thrilled.
You'll have to come see Isabelle in France and play with the gum.
Okay. I'll RSVP now. We'll make that happen. Michael, Isabelle, thank you so much for joining me on 2 Cents to talk about Beyond Acacia. I'm really looking forward to everyone getting their hands on it and seeing how much ease it brings into their process and learning more about this new product.
Thank you. It was great following with you.
Thank you.
A special thanks to Isabelle and Michael for breaking down the key benefits of Beyond Acacia. Thank you to our sponsors, Farbest Brands and Alland Robert. And thank you for tuning in. Until next time.